non-trivial, implicit, previously unknown data, and potentially useful. All put together, if you see, that is hidden data, hidden pattern, or hidden knowledge from the huge amount of data. This is what we say data mining. So already we have seen this data mining. Alternate names are knowledge discovery, knowledge extraction, data or pattern analysis, information harvesting, and business intelligence. This we have seen already, I think. Okay, this is the process. The process goes like this: data mining process. The picture is given. Finally, the lady is sitting to mine the
Ma'am,
data. Yeah.
ma'am, are you presenting like?
Oh my God! How much date you are saying? I am presenting it actually. Since it's open, I thought that it is your thing. Right.
No, no, it's not visible.
Yeah, I'll do it. Sorry. Since it's open, I thought I am just rushing it.
Ma'am, shall I start recording?
Do it. Oh, that's why you are not able to follow it up. This is the slide I was talking about. It is only the sorting, instead of sorting through a large amount of data, relevant information, and the definition, and the alternative names for the data meaning. This we have seen already, if I remember. If you go for the process where from, it is see, able to see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am.
You see the picture very clearly it is given. Any database, transaction database, flat files, data warehouse from where you are taking the data, and this is the picture. Let me go to the explanation so that you come to know. From first you will see you are seeing the database and cleaning and integrating the data. Then we put it in some form in the format you want you require. Then you will select and transformation. This likely we have seen already. Selection is only the required data. Even though you clean, you need only selection data. Then mine the data. This is the whole data, and you have to select the data. Here you mine the data only for the knowledge. It's not the data you are mining. You are mining the knowledge. And what is mined already? How do you represent to the user? Evaluation and presentation. This is in terms of picture, and you get the knowledge. And this picture is given in different formats in different books I have taken. So what is data cleaning? What title I have given you see? Knowledge discovery from data. I didn't give data mining, even though it's data mining. Knowledge discovery from data. You see this picture, what is given? Data mining process. And you see the next picture. Let me show. You see this picture? Data mining, core of knowledge discovery process. Same thing. Same thing, different picture. That's all. Same thing, different picture. See here, we start from data cleaning and integration. That's what it is given. Data cleaning in the sense, remove noise and inconsistent data. I will not explain all these things. Better you know what is inconsistent data. Remove noise means unwanted data, and inconsistent data is not consistent. Regularly, the time of interval and also the format is inconsistent. And in that is once it is clean, it will be integrated. Yeah, you know already we discussed that. Integrated is multiple data sources to be combined together whatever the platform they have whatever the platform, there should be a module which integrates the data whichever comes in. That is very important. Without integration, you will not have a unique format to mine the data. If there is no unique format, you will be in trouble in mining the data. The mining will not be proper and you will not get any knowledge out of the data. Okay, fine, I integrated the data, too many data are there, but I don't want all the data for my query. I need only for particular enterprise or the sales department or for purchase department or the customer profile. What I want, that is data selection, where data relevant to the analysis task. Students, please listen. The word comes analysis task. What are the data mining tasks? So what it does actually, analysis task. What is that? What do you mean by task? Analysis task or retrieve from database data selection. I'll come to that later. Task. Okay, fine. I selected the data which I want to mine, and then because only certain specific data I need, and only those data, that data will be transformed into the way in which you want to mine by performing summary or aggregation operation. Students, please listen. There is a word where data is transformed or consolidated into forms, appropriate forms, performing summary or aggregation operation. Yet another word is introduced here, summarization. What do you mean by summarization or aggregation? What do you mean by aggregation? So, in detail, these two terminologies are very important in data mining and analysis task. We are going to see what it is. So, this process continued by once the data is selected and transformed, we go for mining. What does it mean, mining? Mining, every time we are saying, what does it mean? How do you mine? By hand or something, taking some rod and doing all those things? No, mining is nothing but only algorithm. The process, whatever the process, you're going to see. That's what the data mining is not the only one task, it has got different types of tasks. So that task, different type of task, what you want the data, that's what is selected, and the algorithm or the intelligent. In other way, they say that the essential process where intelligent methods are applied in order to extract the data patterns or knowledge or hidden information, whatever you see. Okay, but we need to have an algorithm for different kinds of process, or I can say different kinds of task, data mining task. Data mining word is put together, all the tasks together, but we have different types of tasks. Then once the data is mined for your required knowledge, you have to evaluate the data, pattern evaluation. Once it is evaluated, you have to present the data. That is pattern evaluation to identify truly interesting pattern presenting in the knowledge based on some interesting measures. Yeah, very important word I am introducing here is interestingness measure. Please listen, students. These words are very, very important in data mining. What I said, pattern evaluation. Under pattern evaluation, you need to do that measure. Interesting pattern need to be selected because to get the represent the knowledge based on the interesting measure. Whatever the pattern exists, you just cannot take it on interesting measures. Yeah, we are going to have a length. We are going to have how far frequently the items are formed in a pattern. We'll see. You may not in a question to understand now. Later you will understand. Students, again I'm telling, we are not going into the algorithm, how it does all those things. We just read the algorithm and how the data mining is carried. Once the pattern evaluation is done by using the interestingness measure, you need to give it in the form of output. That output may be knowledge representation, it may be in a table or graph. How the user will understand what is that. And that is the reason we go for knowledge representation. All these models need to be followed in an order, otherwise the data mining process may not output the required knowledge or the pattern or the hidden information. It will be very abstract. So data mining is the core of knowledge discovery process. Just now we finished the definition of data mining. Anything you want to ask?
Ma'am, I had a question. Ma'am, suppose we have certain data and like if it is like some of the entries are faulty, then how much data can we afford to lose while removing the entries as faulty entries?
Interesting pattern, interestingness measure. We have two things for that: confidence level and support level. We have measures for that to select the data. In future, we'll be doing it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
You will come to know. Very good question. You come to know how you are. There is some process for each and every algorithm, how to list whatever you asked, how do you concentrate, focus on the data, whichever you want. Am I right? That is the question, right question you're asking. I understood properly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Next we'll go to the same process. Target data means what is taken for the pre-processing. Otherwise, as you said, transformation, integration, all those things put in the pre-processing, and then data mining, pattern, same picture in different form. This is yet another picture. Here we'll say directly knowledge discovery, KDD process, knowledge discovery process. Here data mining, we are, this is the very famous picture, same thing given in different format. I have taken everything for you, that's all. Now we have come to the conclusion, what is data mining and what is the application we have already seen. This is only list of some of the sales and marketing, banking, insurance, medicines, biology. Everywhere we are using data mining. Do you know that you all would have heard that big data analytics involves this data mining machine learning algorithm. Last president of America used that and he won the election. That plays a very important role. That's all about the data mining introduction. We have come to the conclusion, what is given, what is input, what is output. In between, what is the process. Now we are slowly getting into that process, that is architecture. Any question before I start that? Etc. If not, I'll continue. Okay, fine. If you say that the modules are there, obviously you need to have a components. Components may be a software, hardware, or any OS, anything will be there. So what is the architecture of data mining? Information repository to store the data. That is important. Then database or data warehouse. Then knowledge base, where you store the knowledge base. Data mining engine and pattern evaluation module, user interface. All these modules will be there in the picture. You can see very clearly. We have World Wide Web database, data warehouse. I can put it as it is as a flat file, transaction file, day-to-day instruction, or the data warehouse, whatever you have in your data, put together and clean it, consolidate it, and select it, and give a new database where you can apply the process, pre-processing. Then data mining engine will do the job. It does the job. and pattern evaluation is yet another module. Whatever your scene process, particular module should be there, and there should be an interface between the user and the mining process server, so that you will get the mining data in the form of knowledge, and it should be presented in the form of whatever the way you want. Finally, it will be given to the knowledge base. This is what the whole data mining architecture. System architecture is very important. One by one, we are going to see. Information repository, as you seen in the picture, either it may be a database, you see, spreadsheet also, or any kind of data, and then you have to have a cleaning integration steps performed in that information repository itself, and then once it is done, fetching the relevant database only on mining request. Knowledge base is domain knowledge. Students, tell me what is domain? Tell me what is domain? What is domain? People are there sleeping.
No, ma'am. I'm
What is
thinking of
domain? It's an English word, domain.
ma'am, it's a set of similar
Specific area.
specific
Specific discipline. Specific research. Which domain you are there now? Bioinformatics. In that, what is the domain? Your area. Okay. So knowledge is not the whole data whichever is available. You cannot mine the data from and you get the knowledge out of it. Certain domain only you can give the knowledge. To give that particular domain knowledge, you need to guide the search. Guide the search in the sense the algorithm should be given some sort of measures, the restrictions or limitations up to what you can search, up to what you can present. Arnab, I'm answering your question. Slowly we are getting into that. That's what evaluates the interestingness of the resulting pattern. There comes the guide, the research, that we have a separate chapter. We are going to read that. Don't worry, Arnab, it is coming. So 3 modules has been seen, and the next module is that you need to have the main module, data mining engine, which does the job, or I can say all the tasks. These are the data mining tasks, very important tasks, which is available as a module in the data mining engine. Functional modules of the task. It does the task. What are the tasks? Classification, characterization, association and correlation, prediction, outer layer analysis, evolution analysis. That's all. We completed the data mining. What is that? This is very important. Classification. It's a kind of algorithm. We have it in the data engine. Once you ask for the particular task, it does the job of only that particular task. What is that classification? If you want to characterize the data, it will characterize the data. Now I want to see the association between the data and correlation, and you can have that particular algorithm. And if you want to predict the future, and outlier analysis is always used for fraud detection, and evolution analysis, how does the sales evolve over the period of 10 years, and how the disease have become, I do not know what to say, immune power or something like that, the evolution can be seen. And pattern evaluation module, here once the patterns are out, you need to give which version of the pattern is interesting to our query. Only that algorithm should do the job. Then using what? How do you restrict? Using thresholds and filter out the pattern. And then at last we have the module user interface. It is a very important module. Until otherwise, whatever the or the flowchart shows you, this particular data mining architecture does this job. Without seeing what is the output by the user, it goes waste. That's why we have interface module, which does the job between the interaction of data mining system and the user query, provides the intermediate results to focus search. This gives you the architecture, data mining architecture, beautiful picture, and we'll go to the classification of data mining system. Here we start our core data mining, and it is not the classification task what we discussed just before. 1 second. This classification is type of data mining system. You can see that confluence of multiple disciplines. Data mining does not belong to computer science. It belongs to all the disciplines. Database technology, statistics, visualization, other discipline, algorithm, pattern recognition, machine learning. You know that statistics department is having some licensed data mining software, and they conduct many workshops than our bioinformatics center because they use machine learning data mining often. And I would also tell you that um, some of the students are coming to our department to do this data mining projects. I think 4 or 5 people have done the project with me from statistics. How far, but one thing I wanted to tell you here is that they extract, we give the problem, we give the application only in bioinformatics, but they don't like it in statistics. They want real statistics, how they want. Obviously, such department will require that only, but somehow they reduce the mark. That's what statistics people are saying. Then later on, we started focusing on the statistics section. Okay, what is classification? What is classification? How this data mining is classified? It's not one discipline, as I told you, it is confluence of many different interdisciplinary, that different techniques, set theory, natural network, knowledge representation, fuzzy algorithm, what not, and we are not able to mention everything here. Everything put together, you choose the algorithm, which algorithm you want to choose for which task. Slowly, we are going to see only one algorithm because all algorithm cannot be taught in the class. But the project students will slowly pick up and select the algorithm which is required for the data mining process. Data mining system integrates the techniques from spatial databases, pattern recognition, computer graphics, web technology, all it integrates all databases. That's what it is. And research is expected because of various. Okay, here you need to select the task. That's what I'm repeatedly saying. Which classification you want to concentrate on the class. Data mining is from the user side, not from the system. Okay, classification goes like this. Kind of database, data source, mind. You see, I have one more. Where it is? It is not there. I have one. Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, I skipped this one. See the way we are going? Classification. How you go from one step to the final step. That's what we went here. First, you should concentrate on kinds of database or data source mine. Then kinds of knowledge. Knowledge in the sense which classification and association, which knowledge you want, and which algorithm kind of techniques you have to utilize, and what kind of application you want to adopt. These 4 steps are very important to classify. You need to have that data, which database, which knowledge, and what technique, and what application. That's what it is given one by one. Kind of database or data source is mined. Maybe relational, transactional, object relational, or data warehouse mining system. based on the model. Or it may be spatial, text, time series, multimedia, or worldwide mining system based on the kind of data. This is what let me put it in general, any kind of data. Either it may be from relational model or transactional or object relational or data warehouse, anything in the form of picture also you can mine the data. Picture images also you can mine the data. That's what spatial, text, all those multimedia we can go for kind of data. Okay, fine. What knowledge to be mined out of the databases we have I already explained this comes under based on data mining functionalities and level of abstraction. Students, please tell me what is that level of abstraction? Hello, people are there sleeping?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you're here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is level of abstraction?
Ma'am, it is as in what is hidden from the user.
Ma'am, there are like three views, like ma'am, like the physical, as Sneha said, logical.
What
Logical.
is answering? Who is answering?
Hello, ma'am.
Ma'am, me and Amit, we answered.
Amit is right. Amit is right that he says that level of abstraction I already explained. To what level? Lower level or higher level? Do you remember? I said generalization or specialization. Do you remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Generalization means general characters are pulled together. Summarization from lower to the higher. I said car, types of car, small type, all those things. No, car is the lowest level. If you put car, lorry, vehicle, everything put together as a vehicle, it is a generalized form. So you want to see whether in the generalized level of abstraction, lower level or higher level. That is 100% required in the data mining system. We call that level of abstraction as concept hierarchy. This word is a mantra in for data mining. This is very important concept. If you don't know what is level of abstraction, there is no point in going for data mining. We are not going in depth, even though you should know what is level of abstraction. And okay, I said that based on data mining functionalities and level of abstraction. Now you know what is level of, but you should know what function you want to. Which function you want to? Function may be characterization, discrimination, association, correlation analysis, or clustering. You need to specify the function. Based on such function, what is in which level you want the mining need to be guided to the system. Until otherwise you guide the system, it may not give you the result what you are looking for. So there should be a guidance. We have a particular word for this one. We are coming at. I'll be telling you in the later stage. Okay, so kind of knowledge mind is very important to say what function you want to perform and which level you want to perform. Very important. And what is the function? I told you characterization, discrimination, association, correlation, prediction, everything is there. So it is given here. See, level of abstraction based on the generalized knowledge, primitive knowledge, or knowledge at high level. It is here. Already explained this level of abstraction. And then also based on mind data, regularities, commonly occurring pattern. I told you already, we may not know such pattern is available in the same. We may not know that such kind of pattern is available among the students who take the software, big data analytics will also take the data mining software, and in addition they may take some other things. There will be a pattern if you see the pattern only. If you mine only, you will see the pattern. Versus irregularity. Yeah, that we call it as discrimination. Discrimination. What is discrimination? I'm going to explain. So you make the mine, you can mine the data, regularities and versus irregularities such as exceptions, and we call that as the outlier. Probably you may not understand this slide. If you want to ask something in the slide, stop me here, let me explain and then switch on to the next slide. Ask me something. Okay? If not, so what is the 2 point? According to the function and level of abstraction, we are going to mine. You have to give that to the system. Either it may be against irregularity with the regularity. If you take one example, we come to know. Then what techniques utilized? The techniques based on user interaction involved. You can choose the technique. Technique in the sense algorithm. Which algorithm you want to apply on which function and up to which level. You can restrict it. Autonomous system or interactive exploratory system or query driven system. Whatever the way you want, you can make the techniques. Whichever you want, you can select. The methods of data analysis involve database, data warehouse oriented techniques, machine learning, statistics, visualization, pattern recognition. Anything you can choose. Anything you can, machine learning you can choose, visualization or pattern recognition. Anything you can choose for the technique to be used to mine the knowledge. Association they adopt. DBMS data mining system may be customized specifically for finance, telecommunication, DNA, stock markets, or even, of course. This is very important concept here. They will have specifically for finance. So an association module will be, they'll have a particular algorithm implemented to get the knowledge only for finance. Anything. Customized means you know what is the meaning. So these are all the basic things we want to apply. What are they? I have told you here. We should have a database or any data source. And what knowledge to be mined is nothing but which function you want to apply, which level, and which technique you want to use to get the knowledge, and what application to association, anything. These 4 are the basic steps need to be used for the data mining. Coming to data mining functionality. We have seen what is data mining classification. How do you proceed for data mining? Here real functionalities are there. What are data mining functionalities? Here much explanation is required. I do not know how you are going to. First, let me take it today. Then, next class, I will explain in detail what is descriptive and predictive. It has got only. Yeah. Okay. We have been saying that knowledge or pattern can be decided. What is that actually? Pattern, and you are saying how the pattern will be mined or the knowledge will get out of the data using 2 types of functions. Students, remember, we can use the word function or task. Basis of kind of data to be mined, 2 types of functions or tasks. Listen, sometimes I may say function, sometimes I may say task. Both are same. So the basic data mining task, we call that as descriptive and predictive. What is descriptive and predictive? The data mining starts with this kind of task or function. First, you should understand what is descriptive and what is predictive. If I say descriptive, what is description? Tell me.
The
Description
definition.
is explanation of the data.
Shall I put it as characteristics of the data? You
Yes, ma'am.
describe.
Like describing the data. Yes, ma'am.
That's what very important word we need to use is characterization of the data. Characterization of the data. Once you learn the data or you predict that that particular task should characterize the data. That characterization, discrimination, descriptive data will give you some output. That is, when you characterize the data, you will get the pattern, trends, anomalies are different from one data to other data, and any anomalies and association correlation. This particular mining will give descriptive data, that's, or I can say characterizing the data will give you the output for these things, pattern, trends, anomalies, or association. Whereas classification or predictive task, classification or predictive task go together always. Any book you see, you can see that prediction goes along with classification. Prediction is actually gives you the value of the attribute. Once we go, for example, we'll understand. But what is this classification? You see, there in the descriptive task, we are categorizing the data. Categorize the data. What do you mean by categorize the data? I'll explain. But now I'm introducing the words. First, you just listen. What are all the tasks we are using? Then we'll come to know what is that. Descriptive task is nothing but characterizing the data. But classification and predictive task, we are not categorizing. We are constructing a model actually. We will constructing a small model, proto model. You will train the data. Once it's trained the data, you come to know that if the output is right, then we'll use the prototype to the larger amount of data to classify all the data. Once from the classification, also you can predict the things which is already not known, or it is given here performing inference on the available set of data. New inference can be done on the model. Once you make a model in the sense using an algorithm, try to give the input and get the output. That model should be evaluated also. We will see in detail in a later class what is classification. What it does, attempting to predict behavior of the new data set. Yeah. What do you mean by that in the sense? First, you will take some of the data, very little amount of data will be taken, and you will choose the algorithm. According to the algorithm, and you will make a model. Then you give the small amount of input and make the system to learn that data. Process, completely learn the data. Once it learns the data, you may get some inference out of the data and predict the behavior of new bit of data. Data is nothing but once a small amount of data gives you some output, you will use a large amount of data in that model to see what kind of classification it does, or it does properly as the proto model is working. Do you understand what I said?
Yes, ma'am.
I have some slides for that also. First, I'll explain again because little tricky this one. Again, I'm saying that these two tasks are very important. Uh, uh, Here, you need to have something. This concept classification, I need to explain in detail because you will get confused. I have to go for that one. My goodness. Okay, let me see characterization first. Okay, fine. Students, listen. Here, basic thing is two things. What are these tasks? These tasks are descriptive tasks and classification and predictive. What do you mean by description? I said characterize the data. So once you characterize the general property of human, what is the general properties of human? General property of human will have such character, these characters. Generally, you have to make the character of the human, but you cannot, special character cannot be taken into account. So that is characterization of general properties. As I told you, the property of vehicle, not the property of car, not the property of lorry. You generally you characterize the data. That will give you pattern, trends, analysis, output. Here classification, you need to give the training to the model and use the new data. Exactly, if you want to tell me what is characterization, characterization is actually, as we discussed already, summarization of, please listen students, that is summarization of general features of object. Okay, actually this algorithm will give the rules of characteristics. We call that rule as the characteristic rules. What is the characterization of this data will be produced in the form of characteristic rules or discriminate the data. We'll have two types of data, one class data, other one is concept data. So you will discriminate these two data to have the discriminate rules. I am giving an extra information that it is opposite to the descriptive. Descriptive is just describe the general characteristics. But discrimination will have two classes. One is concept class, another is contract class. We'll see what is that in later. Okay, so these two are very important. I will stop it here, but I will go through this slide so that next class if you come, I will explain in detail first what is concept, which I have to make you clear what is concept and what is class. So you should know the difference between, because what I said, descriptive function is characterize the data or generalize the summarization of data. How do you do that? That is, you need to see the concept or the class description. What do you mean by concept? What is class? Then you have to see or you have to find mining frequent pattern. Frequently, how many patterns are going together? You have to find. Then any association between the data or correlation between a clustering. To see this pattern or association, we need to first know what is concept, what is class description, what is class discrimination, what is contrast class, all those things need to be explained. Next class, I will in detail, I will explain this so that you will come to know where it is used. Okay, fine. Next one is classification prediction, under which, that is, I told you these two are basic tasks. So first task is descriptive, second task is classification. Under classification, we can mine classification, classify the data, some prediction for future trends, outer layer analysis, evolution analysis can be done from this task. Yeah. If I start this one, it requires lot of explanation. What is concept? What is class description? And again, I have to say what is data characterization, data discrimination, or both together. I'll explain you. Then, yeah, these words are very important. Just I'm showing the slide. Summarization of general characteristics. Target class. What do you mean by target class? I have to explain. Then data discrimination with the two kinds of data. Comparative, you have to compare. That is data discrimination. And mining frequent patterns. We have some definition here. Item sets, subsequent, substructures, frequent item sets. I'm just introducing the words. Subsequence, substructure, association, all those things come into picture. Finally, mining of association, mining of correlation, and cluster analysis, unsupervised classification, supervised classification, classification and prediction, prediction, outlier analysis, that's all. Yet to be taken. This requires some explanation. Before you go to the classification, association, prediction, you need to know what is class, what is contact class, what is description, what is characterization, what is summarization, what is generalization, what is abstraction of level, what is concept hierarchy. Where I stopped at? Concept hierarchy. Then you should know what is concept. So this word is very important. Concept hierarchy. Concept hierarchy is nothing but level of abstraction. Okay? All this needs some explanation. Probably next class I may be explaining in detail about these terminologies, and then we'll switch over to the functions. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, one thing I had to say, that is about the internals.
Tell me.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, we were thinking to finish off with the internals by 8th of October. So that, ma'am, by this way, would it be possible for you to take the first internal on 28th September?
That is Megha talking to me, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
You want September 20th?
Yes, ma'am.
September 20th, you don't know what is the date today?
I understand, ma'am. I knew, ma'am. That is why I asked you. I know it wouldn't be possible. So, ma'am, actually, then, ma'am, if not September 20th, then can we have it after 17th October? Because that 11th to 17th would be Durga Puja week, and maybe most of us wouldn't be comfortable in to give the exam in that week.
Why? Why you say so?
No, ma'am, actually, it is festive season round here, and thing is that the environment is not such.
Ma'am, actually, what happens is during the pujas, even if we don't go for the festive season, there is a lot of noise and a lot of crackers.
There are
and
boxes and music and
yeah,
stuff.
so we won't be able to take the exam with utter concentration. So we wanted to take the exam before before 9th of October, so that we could take the exams in peace. That is why.
Okay, you fixed it on 9th.
So she was asking if we could have it on 28th of September, I guess.
28th of?
Ma'am, I understand that is very near 28th of September, and we haven't covered anything as such to go for the test right now. So, ma'am, if not 20th,
Asneka,
yes, ma'am.
we have some other work. Admission is going on first years. I am the committee member of both MTech and MSc. Okay, we have to scrutinize the application and admission. Okay, if possible, if we complete for you and for MTech, if we complete data mining together by October 5th, we'll have one exam before October 9th.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Or if it is earlier also, we can concentrate. No problem.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay, one internals will have.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, one internals will complete before the puja. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, just to confirm for MTech, the exam will be on this Thursday or Friday, right? As you
Thursday.
said?
Tomorrow I'll tell you.
Okay, ma'am.
If I'm occupied tomorrow, and you may have your exam tomorrow also. Arna,
Yes, ma'am.
if they fix the meeting at 11:30, I told them at 12:30, but accordingly, all the teachers are saying we also have the class. That's why I asked them to fix it at 12:30 so that nobody will have class. But HOD says it will take some time. Suppose 11:30 hour they are fixing the meeting means you will write the exam. Is it okay? Shall I keep it like that? Because that hour will go waste.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, one of the students of our class, I think she has some health issues, so she is not able to write the exam on Tuesday or Wednesday. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Why? Oh. Oh. So you'll be able to write the exam on Thursday? Arnab, then we'll fix it on Thursday, Arnab.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Just we'll fix it on Thursday. Tomorrow I do not know. At least if they leave me for 12 o'clock also, I can take this concept in class only. HOD, I insisted HOD, let me see. If that time permits, I'll take the class. Okay? Join the class and then I'll announce. Is it okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Project student, you just send your mail ID to me today. Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
All my project students, only my Sneha, it's not you.
Yes, ma'am. It's me,
Yes, ma'am.
Vamsi, Catherine.
Yeah. Those students, please send me, say hi to mail so that I'll have your